matched up against AK. It's kind of funny. Two-sack lover.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain?
Well, this is giving me like D-rank turns.
For duty. I read you.
It's kind of crazy.
Reporting for duty. I read you. Right away, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Kind of crazy.
Orders, Captain? Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough
Yes,
minerals.
sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders received. Orders, Captain? SCV good
I'm
to
doing
go,
it too
sir.
late?
I read you. Affirmative.
There we go. I think it's the turn rate kind of
Read you.
changed on me a couple times.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Orders, Captain?
I was just really hoping I would leave, I guess. I did not get much sleep last night, guys. Just so you know.
Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Roger that. Yes, sir? Affirmative.
It'll be very laggy.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
This might get all the way down to like 10 or 8. Hope not.
Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
Hmm.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain?
Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty. Orders received. Affirmative. Roger that. Orders received. Affirmative. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Roger that. Orders received. I can't build affirmative. Something's in the way. Orders, Captain? Roger that. Orders received. Affirmative. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain? Affirmative. I read you. Right away, sir. Roger that.
Standing by. Give me something to shoot.
Yes, sir.
Give me something to shoot. Let's move. Go, go, go. Commander, let's move. Outstanding. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Outstanding.
Dude, this guy's lag is ridiculous, man.
Orders, Captain?
Outstanding.
I read you.
Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go.
Yes, sir.
It's amazing.
Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go.
Yes, sir.
Let's move. Let's move. Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Reporting for duty. I read you. I read you.
Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. Give me something to shoot.
SCV good to go, sir. Job
Give me
finished.
something to shoot.
Orders, Captain?
Commander, go, go, go. Let's move. Go, go, go. Let's move. Jacked up and good to go. Jacked up and good to go. Let's move.
Yes, sir.
Give me something to shoot. Jacked up and good to go.
All right, bring it on. I read you, sir. I dig. What do you want? No problem.
Standing by. Commander,
Orders, Captain? I read you. Job finished. Orders, Captain?
go, go, go. Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. Let's move. Rock and roll. Jacked up and good to go. Rock and roll. Commander, outstanding.
Your forces are under attack.
I love this lag just gets worse and worse, dude.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Commander,
Yes, sir.
give me something to shoot. Piece of me.
Your forces are under attack. Add-on complete.
Yes, sir. I read you. Orders, Captain? Roger that. Right away, sir.
Landing sequence interrupted.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Orders
Not enough
received.
minerals.
Roger that. Affirmative. Orders received. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. I read you. Affirmative.
Ready to roll out.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Destination.
Yes, sir.
Orders, sir.
Amazing. This freaking lag, dude. I can't believe this.
Not enough minerals.
Game's over, the pink doesn't die.
Go, go, go. Jacked up and good to go.
Unbelievable. I just lost off of that.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Give me something to
Orders,
shoot.
Captain? Roger that.
Jacked up and good to go. Give me something to shoot.
Roll out. Proceeding. Moving.
Additional supply details required.
Sir, absolutely.
Additional supply details required.
Job finished. Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Orders, Captain? I read you.
Absolutely.
I read you.
Identify target.
Right away, sir. Roger that. Orders received. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Orders received. Orders received.
Ridiculous, dude.
SCV
Should never have ever lost this game to this garbage. These like weird, crazy lag spikes, man. So dumb, dude. What a dumb game. Crazy. I can't remember the last time I died to a 9-9. Ugh. My bunker should have been... Well, yeah, my bunker also was like blocking my pathing too much. It's crazy. I haven't lost to a 900 forever. There's Vulture coming out on this side and getting stuck on my own SimCity. I should have lifted the factory right away. I couldn't get the Vulture out of the base because of the way my SimCity was. I made it run along the path of the cannons, so it died to the cannons. If I just don't even... If I don't suicide this Vulture, if I just get it in there with the bunker, it's an auto-win too. I just play it stupid. I want to bitch about the lag, but it's really me losing in a stupid way. I shouldn't die like that.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty.
I was already on tilt from the... Just being in the game with the lag spikes was already tilting me, and I was just ready to use that as an excuse. That's all it really comes down to.
SCV good to go, sir.
It's like the worst 9-9 I've ever seen it too. And it died. It's crazy.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Oops.
SCV good to go, sir.
I think he first scouted me too, which really screwed me up. But even that was fine. Like, his micro was really, really bad in the beginning. He lost so much HP on these zealots in the beginning. Lost one immediately for very little. But me throwing away this Vulture was the main issue. It's pretty bad.
SCV good to go, sir.
Pretty bad.
SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Job finished, Captain. Orders, Captain. I read you.
Wait, what map am I on? Am I on Fighting Spirit? No. What map am I on?
SCV good to go, sir.
I'm on Eclipse. Oh my god, I was so confused. Okay.
SCV good to go, sir.
Grief, man. Best viewers.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
A little bit annoyed losing like that. Could never ever happen.
I read you. I read you. Orders, Captain. Job finished. I read you. I read you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Orders,
Your
Captain.
forces are under
Orders
attack.
received. Roger that. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Reporting for duty. Roger that. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
What are you doing? You went 9 pull, man.
Yes, sir.
Or something like that. I don't even know. Something early.
Commander,
Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
Additional supply
Yeah,
depots
it's 9 pull.
Job orders, Captain. Orders received. Reporting for duty. Orders received. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roger that.
give me something to shoot. Let's
Your
move.
forces are under attack.
Outstanding.
Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Give me something to shoot.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Jacked up and good to go.
Orders, Captain. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir.
Standing by. Rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
His gas is so late. I mean, he's like 1400 something, so.
Go, go, go. Jacked up and good to go. Report for duty. Give me some of this shoot. You want a piece of
Shouldn't
me,
read
boy?
into it too much.
Additional supply depots required.
Affirmative.
Jacked up and good
Your
to go.
forces are under attack.
Go, go, go.
Orders, Captain.
Let's move. Go, go, go.
I read you. Yes, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Orders, Captain.
Standing by.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Orders
Give me some
received.
of this shoot.
Orders, Captain.
Give me some of this shoot.
Yes, sir.
You
Orders,
want a
Captain.
piece of me, boy?
Your
Affirmative.
forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain. Roger that. Reporting for duty.
Rock and
Orders,
roll.
Captain. Finished. Roger that.
Standing by. Rock and
Yes,
roll.
sir. Orders, Captain.
Commander, let's move. You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Job
Commander,
I read
Not
you.
enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
standing by. Outstanding.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Orders received. I'm finished. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Captain ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV
Not
good to
enough
go, sir.
minerals.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Standing by. Rock and roll.
Need medical attention.
Jacked up and good to go. Let's move. Rock and roll.
Where does it
SCV
hurt?
good to go, sir.
Need medical attention?
Reporting for duty.
On my way. Right away.
Yes, sir. Job finished.
I'm on the job.
I read you.
Commander,
State the nature of your medical emergency. Where does it
SCV
hurt?
good to
Like
go,
some
sir.
super weak alt, like Ling then? Like,
Research complete.
give me some of this shoot.
Yes, sir.
Vitoized.
SCV good to go, sir.
I guess so.
Yes, sir. I can't deal with that. Job finished. Orders, Captain.
You want a
Not
piece of
enough
me, boy?
minerals.
Orders, Captain.
Commander, fire it up.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Piece of me, boy. Yes.
SCV good to go, sir.
Slammer. Let's burn.
Reporting for duty.
Piece of me, boy. You got my attention. Commander, fire it up. Naturally.
Job finished.
Add-on complete.
Want to turn up the heat.
Orders, Captain.
You want a piece of me, boy? Commander, you got my attention. Naturally. You got it. Standing
SCV
by.
good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
His game plan is just to have no drones, I guess.
You got my attention. You want a piece of me, boy? Yes.
SCV good to go, sir.
Did someone page me?
Reporting for duty.
Want to turn up the heat.
Job
Give me
finished.
some of this shoot.
Reporting for duty.
Complete.
I read you.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply depots are under attack.
You got it. You got my attention. Slammer.
Where does it hurt?
SCV good to
Piece
go,
of me,
sir.
boy.
Affirmative.
Standing by.
Need medical attention?
Job finished.
Standing by. Want to turn up the
Need
heat.
medical attention?
Want to turn up the
SCV
heat.
good to go, sir.
Yes.
Orders, Captain. I read you.
Piece of me,
Fire
boy.
that. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty.
Want to turn up the heat. Slammer.
I read you. Roger that. Job finished. SCV good to go, sir.
You got my attention.
SCV good to go, sir.
Want to turn up the heat.
Reporting for duty.
boy.
I read you. Affirmative.
My turret
The heat.
placement is
Job finished.
Jacked up.
less than ideal, we'll say.
Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. I can't build that.
Want to turn up the heat. Want to turn up the heat. Fire it up.
Job finished.
Yes. You got my attention. Want to turn up the heat.
Yes, sir.
Your forces are
Yeah. Put me in C rank for. What did I do wrong? It was like low C rank. Oh, maybe it was like slightly. I don't even know what B starts at. I only lost one game, man.
Read you. Affirmative. I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Good old random. My favorite. What's up, Axes?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
How you doing, man? Yeah, I got the mouse. I just got it this afternoon. I haven't plugged it in yet, but
Additional supply depots required.
we got it finally, yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I need to look at it.
SCV good to go, sir.
I want to say it might be lighter, but I'm not sure. What's better for the beginner, Terran or Zerg?
Not enough minerals.
I mean Protoss, but between those two, I would say Terran probably.
I read you.
The one mouse to rule them all.
Go, sir.
Yeah, it should be good.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Orders received. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Affirmative. I read you. Orders received. Affirmative. Orders received. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
I read you. Orders received. I
Not
read you.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
Could have left the CV to watch his gas.
SCV good to go.
It's fine. We're just kind of chilling today. We're chilling today.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Commander.
Wired version of the same mouse? Well, it comes with a wired too.
SCV good to go, sir.
You can do either one.
I read you.
Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go. Let's move.
Job finished.
Rock and roll. Let's move.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain?
Commander.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Right away, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah, it's both.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Additional supply depots required.
I forgot my depot, boys.
Something on your mind?
Reporting for duty. Roger that. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Roger that.
It's not very good.
Read you.
What do you want? Yeah, I'm going. I dig.
And you got the Marine, I guess.
What do you want?
Congratulations.
For duty. Reporting for duty. I read you.
Yeah?
I read you. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir.
What do you want?
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain?
All right, bring it on.
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah? No problem. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah? Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you. I read you. Job finished. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. Job finished.
The Goliath? I'm sucking, that's Goliath.
Sir.
Add-on
SCV good to
complete.
go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain? Yes, sir.
All right, bring it on.
Job finished. Orders, Captain? Reporting for duty.
Yeah?
Your
SCV good to
forces
go,
are under
sir.
attack.
All right, bring it on.
Reporting for duty.
What do you want?
I read you. Affirmative.
All
Your
right,
forces are
bring
under
it on.
attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
I reach you, sir. All right, bring it
Your
on.
forces are under attack.
I read you.
I dig.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
I dig. No problem. Oh, is that it?
Your forces are under
Yeah, I'm
attack.
going. I read you, sir. Something on your mind? I dig.
Reporting for duty.
Something on your
Your
mind?
forces are under
No
attack.
problem. Oh, is that it?
Upgrade complete.
What do you want? No problem.
SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
What do you want?
Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depots required.
Yeah, I'm going.
Orders, Captain? Job finished. I read you.
Yeah? I dig. What do you want? No problem. Yeah, I'm going. All right, bring it on.
Your
Yeah?
forces are under attack.
Sir.
I reach you, sir. No problem.
Reporting for duty.
All right, bring it on.
I read you.
Something on your mind? Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I got a pretty decent payout for that too. It was kind of nice. Was a good win. Got paid a little over $40 between the two of us, or each rather. And then they immediately started a 1v1 tournament, and I'm playing one of my matches tomorrow, so it's gonna be hard though. Oh yeah, no, it's, I mean, for me that's a lot. I don't make money, so. I was happy. What's up, Nicholas? Oh, sorry, Gregory. As far as tutorials, on like, if you're like brand new, you should start with the campaign. But there's no like real tutorials for like brand new players. So it kind of just depends like how new you are. If you're completely new, I genuinely recommend going through the campaign to learn how the game plays, and then after you've done that, there's a group on Discord called CPL for Coach Pupil League. They have a website and everything. You can look them up, and it's like a really good place for starting for 1v1. They welcome all newcomers, no matter your rank, no matter how good you are. No fear. What's up, man? Been following for 3 years, and it's your first time messaging in my chat. I like that. I respect it. Yeah, no problem, man. Always good to see new people joining. I'm happy to see it. I don't know why this account is so low. I have like 4 accounts at A rank, and then I'm 5-1 on this one, and it's C rank. Like, I don't know what happened, man. But it's kind of nice because I'm in a chill mood, and this will help me relax. I say that, I'm probably still gonna whine and complain a bunch.
I read you. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, that guy stole my name and pretended to be me. It's really weird. Very, very weird.
SCV good to go, sir.
I've had a few people do that, like make my name on different servers and pretend that they're me.
Minerals.
Or it could be the same guy doing it. I don't know.
SCV good to go, sir.
It's probably why I have some people in Europe that like hate my guts, and I don't even know who they are. It's probably because they don't realize it's someone impersonating me.
Go, sir.
I'd almost guarantee that's what it is. Like that GG Flare guy. He like trash talks me and bans me all the time. He used to be in my stream all the time and hanging out. He just randomly decided
Good to go, sir.
he has like a serious problem. Never said what happened, so it's just. I mean, it's also sad that people fall for something like that. Like they genuinely can't tell the difference.
Additional supply depot.
Yeah, what's up, J-Talks?
Affirmative.
Because I even told the guy, I was like, he said to me, he's like, you know what you said. I was like, no, I don't know what I said. And he goes, exactly. I was like, what do you want me to do about it, dude?
Right away, sir.
You're pouting about something, and I don't even know what it is, man.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not
Yeah, I
enough
think there's a lot of losers on StarCraft, unfortunately.
I read you.
Unfortunately.
Good to go, sir.
It's just full of old men that
Reporting for duty. Job finished.
don't know how to act like old men, I guess.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Job finished. Yes, sir. I read you. Yes, sir. Orders received. I read you. Orders received. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Orders received. I read you. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Give me something to shoot.
I mean, maybe not everybody. Most of us are. There's not many young people playing Brood War. I'll say that pretty confidently. I'm just leaving the SCV here to see if he's making a Zealot or not.
Go, go, go. Give me something to shoot. Good to go. Give me something to shoot. Give me something to shoot.
Okay, so no Zealot coming. So we're gonna tuck this down here and rescout. In a moment to see if he's making Nexus or not.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, bring it on. I read you, sir.
Rock and roll.
Something on your mind?
Alright, so now Nexus. It could just be 29 Nexus, actually.
Something on your mind?
Because that's 2 goons. Could be 2-gate as well. So it could be 29 Nexus, could be 2-gate. I forgot to start my bunker, so we might just die, actually. Which is hilarious.
Yeah? SCV good to go, sir. Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going. I dig. Oh, is that it?
Okay, so it's 29 Nexus, but I might be dead.
Oh, is that it? Go, sir.
Very good. It's very slow.
What are you on? I read you, sir.
Alright, so we don't need to make
I read you.
eBay or anything like that.
Identify target. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Research complete. Insufficient phosphine gas.
What are you on? SCV good to go, sir. Yeah? Yeah, I'm going. SCV good to go, sir. Is that it? I read you. I read you. SCV good to go, sir. Ready to roll out. Yeah? No problem. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir.
Insufficient phosphine
Do.
gas.
What are you on? SCV good to go, sir.
Alright, so I guess I'll make an eBay. I kind of don't want to, but I really don't think I have to, honestly.
What are you on?
We're just gonna do it to be safe. This guy is C rank, so let's just be safe instead of optimizing.
Research complete.
He's being very, very defensive with all of his goons.
Destination, identify target, orders served. Delighted to serve. Something on your mind? No problem. Reporting for duty.
Oh, we just saw something come out.
Yeah, I'm going. Destination, moving. Good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
Oh, let's start
What are
this.
you on? SCV good to go, sir. No problem. Identify target. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Ready to roll out.
Yeah, I shouldn't have bothered with the eBay.
SCV good to go, sir.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Absolutely. Orders, Captain. SCV good to go, target. Move it. Delighted to serve. SCV good to go, sir. Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. This guy hasn't stopped making games. It's actually fine.
Attack.
Identify target. Delighted to serve. Ready to roll out.
I'm kind of trolling. This is what happens when I play against someone that's like C-ish, but
Destination.
he still has no Nexus or anything coming. He's just made a ton of goons. Did have Observer.
Your forces are under attack.
I mean, me throwing away 3 tanks like this is Ah, whatever. It's not great.
Add-on complete.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Okay, that's the observer flying in now.
SCV good to go, sir. I can't build there. Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir.
Got a mosquito in here.
Job finished.
I like that.
Job finished. SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
I read you. Orders received. Report for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Well, I made this Goliath of the observer, and then he lost it anyway.
Sir. I read you.
So we'll probably be sitting on the high ground, right?
SCV good to go, sir.
It's usually how we do things.
Noise.
Nope.
Depots required.
Affirmative. I read you. Orders,
Additional
Captain.
forces around retired.
Yes, sir.
Can I just push?
I read you.
Add-on complete.
Reporting for duty.
Listen, I shouldn't do it like this. It's too late. We lost 3 tanks. But I just don't. I can't care. I can't. Don't judge me.
Your forces are under attack. Complete. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
SCV good to go, sir.
Target designated.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
We're not practicing good habits right now. I guess I can kind of show you what I mean in the beginning too. I mean, I don't know, does it matter? Yeah, let's just look at it, just for the sake of looking at it. No, I don't care. I don't care enough. Even though me like pushing with a few tanks like this was like super troll. I know he didn't have a third by 7:30 because we killed the probe that went out. He had made a ton of goons after a 29 Nexus, which means his probe count had to have been like ungodly low. So that's why that's part of why he had so little in the end. Ugh, 1750. Little Ooh, is it polypoid? That's polypoid.
Right away, sir. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Roger that. Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Orders, Captain? Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
Can I read you? SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain?
Every game? No.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Roger that.
I mean, that's not really how it works anyway. It's more of an overtime thing. But I don't feel like I've plateaued at all. Any of my losses, like, I don't have any losses where I'm confused about why I lost, right? And I think because of this,
Reporting for duty.
I
Roger that.
don't feel like I'm plateaued or like I'm not improving. It's more just anytime I lose a game, if I can look at it and say, this is where I went wrong, or these are the mistakes that I made, or this is what I could have done better, or I can look at it and learn something new. This is all working towards improvement, but you're not going to instantly see those improvements from game to game, or necessarily even day to day sometimes. Sometimes you learn what you need to do, and then you've got to practice implementing those things that you learned.
Right away, sir.
And it becomes a combination of a mental state as well as like it's a mental execution, as well as just practicing adding that to your like repertoire of things that you already know you're already doing. So, for instance, like if I want to change my hotkeys or learn F keys, which is something I know will drastically improve my game, I wouldn't, by having that knowledge and knowing, hey, if I go into the next game and play F keys, I'm not going to play better, I'm going to play worse. But then over time, as I implement those things, right, as I implement F keys and like change my hotkeys to be more consistent, then I'm going to get better long term, but initially it's going to be worse. So that kind of makes sense.
Orders received. Reporting for duty.
The only time you would have to worry about
Can I read you? Roger that.
like actually like
Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
like not improving anymore, whatever, that's when
Reporting for duty.
if you're going game to game and you're making excuses of like, oh, my opponent did this, or my opponent did that, or my opponent's bad,
Roger that.
yada yada, then this is where you start to peak and you'll stop getting better. As soon as you start blaming your opponent or blaming the game or saying that you didn't make any mistakes or something was unfair, like, yeah, this is when you stop getting better. This is when you're holding yourself back.
Required.
Reporting for duty. Right away.
Okay, this is probably too greedy.
Supply depots required.
Can I read you? Right away,
This might be sixlings. If it's sixlings, I need a bunker.
right away, sir. Affirmative. Roger that. Orders, Captain? Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain?
Okay, it's just 4.
Right away, sir.
I can handle 4.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Orders received. Orders, Captain? Roger that. Affirmative. Orders, Captain? Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Roger that.
Give me some of this shit.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Orders received. Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Affirmative. Roger that. Roger that.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Standing by.
Reporting for duty.
Go ahead and drop this bunker. I don't like doing this, but I don't know
Affirmative. Roger that.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Yes, sir.
if he's making more or not.
Orders received. Orders received.
Jacked up and good to go.
Actually, I changed my mind. I'm not doing that.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. I can't feel it.
Piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Standing by. Rock and roll.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Affirmative. Roger that. Job
Commander.
yes, sir. Affirmative. Roger that.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you. Yes, sir.
Standing by. Outstanding.
You know what?
Minerals.
Change my mind again. I don't trust this guy.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir.
Supply block is not good.
Received. Roger that. I read you. Job finished. Affirmative.
Your forces are under attack.
Need medical attention? Right away. Stat.
I read you. Job finished.
Need medical attention?
Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
Jacked up and good to go.
I read you.
Add-on complete.
Piece of me, boy. Standing by. Go, go, go.
Research complete.
Orders received. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Where does it hurt? Need medical attention?
Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Captain Red, did someone page me? Where does it hurt?
Standing by.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Give me something to shoot.
Did someone page me?
Commander,
Where
give me
does it
something
hurt?
to shoot.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain.
Standing by.
Where does it hurt?
Rock and roll.
I read you.
You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV good to go, sir.
Standing by.
State the nature of your
Your
medical
forces are under attack.
I thought I had more time. Holy.
Did someone page me?
Your forces are under
That's terrible.
upgrade complete.
Right away, sir.
Add-on complete.
Someone page me?
What a stupid way for me to lose.
Your forces are under attack.
Go, go, go. Standing by.
Nature of your medical emergency.
It's so bad. So bad by me.
Where does it hurt?
Rock and roll.
Need medical attention?
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
Need medical attention? Did someone page me? Did someone page
Hello?
me? Medical emergency.
I didn't hotkey this either.
Where does it hurt? Did someone page me?
This game's already over. This is too much damage already. I completely misjudged how much time I had.
Orders received.
Not
State the
enough
nature of your
minerals.
medical
Your
emergency.
forces are under
Did
attack.
someone page me?
Because of the close spawns, I think, is what threw me off.
Did someone page me? State the nature of your medical emergency.
I really hate this map, man.
Need medical attention?
Piece of me, boy. Go, go,
State
go.
the nature of your medical emergency.
I read you. Yes, sir.
Did someone page me?
Commander, give me something to shoot. Commander, go, go, go. Outstanding.
Need medical attention? I'm on the job. Did someone page me?
Reporting for duty.
Not enough energy.
Need medical attention?
Base is under attack.
Whatever. This is me not paying attention. Was not paying attention at the time, and it was close spawn, so we got there pretty quick. It was just me being dumb. Hang on one second. How long does it take you to tell if you're going against a strong opponent? Not too long, usually. Okay, I thought this guy... And this, I get sucked into this when I get these C rank accounts. Because he was 1800, I was kind of treating him like not serious at all, but he has A rank accounts. He's just trolling at lower rank, 'cause he leaves a bunch of games, I'm looking at it, like, He left 4 games in a row to tank his MMR, then play a couple, then leaves a couple, then plays a couple. So he's just one of those people that he's like purposely getting low MMR so he can try to play at low rank, and then I just didn't take it serious. I get sucked into this, man. One of my placements do this to me. I mean, I don't feel like there's much to watch this game. I was chatting, not paying attention, and I didn't make turrets. I didn't make turrets. That's all the entire game is. The opening was really good for me. I didn't make turrets. I lost the game. It's not much to see. I don't feel like... What do you need to watch the replay for? Let me ask you that. To see that I didn't make turrets? I scanned and saw the Spire timing and just didn't even think about it. Just was not paying attention to the game. I know exactly how long I had and just wasn't thinking about it.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
I don't
Minerals.
need to watch the replay to know that I didn't make turrets.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
You mean like you want to know what the standard Muta build is?
I read you.
Am I against Protoss?
SCV good to go, sir.
It wasn't quicker, no. It was actually a little bit later than normal.
Not enough minerals.
It could have been about 15...
SCV good.
yeah, it could have been a little bit faster, but he didn't go, like, 12 pulls the fastest. His was like standard, but it wasn't done quite right. His layer was a little bit late.
SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
I mean, I scanned the Spire. I saw the Spire 2/3 done.
SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir.
Cannot believe I get like a 138, 139 gas.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, looks like I'll be
I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
watching BB play a 1v1 in about half an hour.
Job finished. Yes, sir.
Okay, well here I didn't scout. The guy turned it up to extra high, which makes me feel like I'm getting cheesed. We're gonna center scout to be safe.
Reporting for duty. Finished. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders received. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Minerals.
my gut's telling me 12 Nexus now because
Job finished. Orders
no center gates and still no scout, and my scout's even late.
SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Piece of me, boy. Rock and roll. Let's move.
Still no probe.
SCV good to go, sir.
If he were last scouting me, I would have seen a sign of life by now.
Give me some of this shit.
Reporting for duty.
You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain. Job finished. I read you. Right away, sir.
Okay, he's just goon scouting, I think.
Give me some of this
Yes,
shit.
sir. Orders received.
Okay, we see range.
Not enough minerals.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so everything's completely normal.
Orders received. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Yeah?
I read you. Orders received. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Affirmative. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
All
I didn't start my
What do you want?
bunker, man.
Yes, sir. Job finished. I read you.
Add-on complete. Not enough
I didn't
minerals.
put back on gas either.
Yeah?
Our focus today is not the best.
SCV good to go, sir.
Guess we're going to.
Something on your mind?
Job's finished.
Commander.
This really early proxy pylon is super suspicious. We killed the probe though.
What do you want?
I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
I read you,
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
All right, bring it
Roger
on.
that. Yes, sir. I read you.
I read you.
SCV
Base
good
is
to go,
under
sir.
attack.
What do you want?
I read you. Orders, Captain. Orders, Captain. SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah?
Research
I
complete.
dig.
I read you.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Orders, Captain.
Not enough minerals.
Hold out.
Base is under attack.
I read you. Yes, sir.
I read you, sir. I dig. No problem.
Piece of me, boy.
Destination?
I read you. Job finished. Reporting for duty.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Destination?
SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving. What do you
Base is
want?
under attack.
Identify target. Absolutely.
SCV good to go, sir.
Delighted to, sir. Yeah? Orders, sir. Yeah? Identify target. Moving. Proceeding. Something on your mind?
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir.
What do you want? Destination? Identify target.
Orders, Captain.
Destination?
Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain.
Destination?
SCV
Delighted
good to go,
to,
sir.
sir. I dig. No problem. Destination? Proceed. Oh, is that it? Yes, sir. Something on your mind?
Yes, sir. Good to go,
Delighted to, sir.
Orders, Captain.
Orders, sir.
I read you.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Your forces are under attack.
Roll out.
Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
I read you. Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
Identify target.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Yes, sir. Something on your mind? Destination? Identify target. Moving.
SCV good to go, sir.
Proceed.
Research complete.
Destination? Yeah.
SCV good to go, sir.
Orders, sir. Absolutely.
It's really annoying I couldn't get it to trigger that mine.
Absolutely.
Orders, Captain.
Delighted to, sir.
I read you. Orders, Captain. Affirmative. SCV good to go,
Insufficient
sir.
phosphine gas.
Roger that. Orders, Captain.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
SCV good to go, sir.
Destination?
Good old DT rush, huh? Classic.
Yes, sir. Reporting for
Your
duty.
forces are under
On your
attack.
mind?
Job
I dig. Ready to roll out. What do you want?
Job finished. I read you. Job finished. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
What do you want?
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Destination?
Base is under attack.
I read you.
Orders, sir.
Orders, Captain.
Orders, sir.
I read you. Reporting for duty.
Yes, sir. What do you want? Orders, sir. I did. Destination? Ready to roll
Base
out.
is under attack.
Sir. Moving.
Reporting for duty.
Destination? Orders, sir.
Reporting for duty.
Yes, sir.
Add-on complete.
Proceed. What do you want?
Reporting for duty.
Destination?
Reporting
Proceed.
for duty.
Yeah? Identify target. What do you want?
Additional supply depots required.
Orders, Captain. I read you.
Additional supply depots required.
Affirmative.
Yeah?
Upgrade
What do you
complete.
want?
Orders, Captain. I read you.
Yeah? Oh, is that it?
Lost way more than I should have.
Destination. Orders, sir.
Additional supply depots required.
Job's finished.
What are you on? Oh, is that it? Identify target. I read you, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
Something on your mind? I read you, sir. Oh,
SCV
is
good to
that
go,
it?
sir.
No
Job's
problem.
finished.
Oh, is that it?
Report for duty. Orders, Captain? Yes, sir.
All right,
Roger that.
bring it on.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
What are you on? Yeah, I'm going.
Your forces
I
are
read
under
you,
attack.
sir. I dig. Ready to roll out. Is that
Good
it?
to go, sir.
Yeah, I'm going. I dig. No problem.
SCV good to go,
I
sir.
read you, sir.
Yes, sir. Job's finished.
What are you on?
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
Something on your mind?
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah? I dig.
Reporting for
Ready to
duty.
roll out.
Orders received. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
I read you. I can't build there. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Add-on complete.
Affirmative.
What are you on?
Reporting for duty. Job's finished.
Yo, Jiraiya, thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate it.
Job's finished. I read you.
What are you on?
This is... Is it not Arbiter?
Ready to roll out.
Job's finished.
I read you, sir.
Job's
Oh,
finished.
is that it?
Yes, sir. Orders, job's finished. Reporting for duty.
Who goes DT dropping and not Arbiter?
Calling online.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who does that?
I can't build there.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you.
Where's DT come from, then?
Oh, is that it?
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah, I'm going.
I read you. Roger that. I read you.
Upgrade complete.
Orders, Captain.
Ready to
I
roll
read you.
out.
Job's finished. Reporting for duty. I read you. Right away, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Reporting for duty.
I read you.
Into Reaver.
Destination.
Alright.
SCV good to go, sir.
Something on your mind? No problem.
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah, I'm going. Destination. Moving. Need a destination.
SCV good to go, sir.
Identify target. Yes, sir. Proceeding. Identify target. Moving.
Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Destination. What are you on?
Forces under attack.
What are you on? Yeah.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Very weird.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
I'm
Good to go, sir.
struggling with my hotkeys here.
Sir. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. I read you. I can't build it. I read you. Orders received.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Daddy. Identify target on your mind.
It's definitely not carriers.
Reporting for duty.
Can't be carriers. With what we've scanned, it can't be.
SCV good to go, sir.
Ready to roll out.
Job's finished.
He's got Jack All.
Go, sir. Job's finished. I read
Right. Bring it on. Identify target.
you. SCV good to go, sir.
My upgrades are terrible, though. I'm gonna start either.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. I can't build it. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Job's finished. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Delighted to,
Reporting
sir.
for duty.
Destination. Orders,
SCV
sir.
good to go, sir. Right away, sir.
Destination.
Good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Move it.
Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Orders
Not
received.
enough minerals.
Job's finished. SCV good to go, sir.
Identify target. Absolutely. Identify target. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. I know YouTube's like worse than Twitch for whatever reason.
Sir. I read you.
Orders, Captain.
Yes,
Job
sir.
finished. I read you.
Destination. Identify target. Something on your mind? Yeah? Yeah, I'm ready to roll out.
Yes, sir.
Your forces are under
SCV
attack.
good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain. Affirmative.
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. I read you, sir. Something on your mind?
Good to go, sir.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, is that it? Yes, sir. I read you, sir. Oh, is that it? I dig. Oh, is that it? Roll out. Yeah, I'm going. I'm finished. Oh, is that
We're all the way down to 14 extra high now.
going? Orders, sir. Identify target. Bring it on. Destination. What are you on? Yes, sir. Destination. Identify target. Orders, sir. Identify
forces are
target.
under
Orders,
attack.
sir. Absolutely.
I can't build. I read you. Job's
Yes,
finished.
sir. Proceeding. Yes, sir. Destination. Identify target. Move it. Identify target. Bring it on. Yes, sir. Move it. Something on your mind? Identify target.
Here's the thing that's kind of okay with what just happened. Okay, hear me out.
Orders, Captain.
Orders, sir.
He doesn't have any storms at home right now.
Bring it on. Ready to
Your
roll out.
forces are under attack. Not enough energy.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir. All right. Bring it on. Orders, sir. Destination. Proceeding. Identify target. All right. Bring it on. Identify target.
Just kidding, he has a ton of storm.
Absolutely. All right. Bring it on. Orders, sir.
Where's my... It's all the way over here.
Yes, sir. Ready to roll out. Destination, sir. Absolutely. All right.
Complete.
Bring it on. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, is that it? What are you on? Yeah, I'm going. I dig. No problem.
This lag is
Is that it?
atrocious, man.
Your forces are under attack.
Destination, sir. Ready to roll out. Identify target. I read you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Destination.
Hey, guys.
Orders, sir. Move it. Bring it on. I read you,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Explorer reporting.
I read you.
Yeah. Ready to roll
Additional
out.
supply depots required.
Is that it?
Your forces are under attack.
Identify target.
Still the one that took the siege? Oh my god.
Orders on your mind. Identify target. Orders, sir. I read you, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Transmit orders.
Yes, sir. What are you on? Target. Orders, sir. Yes, sir. What are you on? Orders, sir. Absolutely.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Destination. Absolutely.
My units are moving in slow motion, man.
What are you on? Destination.
Driving me insane.
Yes, sir. What are you on?
Your forces are under attack.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Proceeding.
Job finished.
I read you, sir.
There it is. That's what we were looking for.
No problem.
Go ahead, Tactical.
Yeah. Identify
Your forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
I'm going.
Confirmed.
Ready to roll out. I read you, sir. Ready to roll out. Proceeding. Something on
Your
your
forces
mind?
are under attack.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the economy to keep going.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Something on your mind? Identify target. Destination ready to roll out. Proceeding. Identify target. Proceeding. I read you, sir. Identify target. Yes, sir. What do you want? Identify target. Proceeding.
He's not taking bases, like,
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Ready to roll out.
Roger that.
Orders, sir. Identify target. Yes, sir.
Battle complete.
Delighted to serve your mind. I dig. Ready to roll out. Moving. What do you want?
Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack.
Destination. Yes, sir. Destination. Identify target. Absolutely. Destination. Moving.
Your forces are under attack.
Roger that.
Delighted to serve.
I mean, fine, I guess.
Base is under attack.
Absolutely.
0 upgrades. Can't fight me.
Your forces are under attack.
Right away, sir.
I dig.
Your forces are under attack.
I don't have to push up this. Or like, yeah, I don't have to keep pushing his base.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you. Orders received. I can't build there.
Systems functional. Comlink online. Go ahead, TACOM. TACOM locked.
Base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Comlink online.
Not enough energy. Base is under attack.
Go ahead, TACOM. Goliath online. Channel open. Systems functional. Systems functional. Goliath online. Systems functional. Go ahead, TACOM. Systems functional. Go ahead, TACOM. Channel open.
Job finished.
Systems functional. TACOM locked. Systems functional. Target designated. Go ahead, TACOM. Systems functional.
I read you. Reporting for duty.
Explorer reporting.
Job's finished.
Receiving
Comlink
headquarters.
online. Systems functional. Channel open. Comlink
SCV good to
online.
go, sir.
Orders, sir.
Systems
Destination.
functional.
Yes, sir.
Goliath online.
Yes, sir.
This is exactly what we want him to do.
Identify target.
Systems functional.
Anyone visual? Yes, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
Destination. Identify target. Orders, sir. Destination. Identify target. Orders, sir. Identify target.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Affirmative. Roger that. Affirmative.
Go ahead,
Orders,
TACOM.
sir.
SCV good
Come on, dude, you've lost. Let it go.
Target designated.
Report for duty. Yes, sir. I read you. Right away,
Go
sir.
ahead, TACOM.
I read you.
Channel open. Confirmed. Go ahead, TACOM. Target designated.
I read you.
Really just not gonna leave, huh?
Reporting for duty. I can't build there. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Comlink online.
Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
Comlink online. TACOM lost. Acknowledged HQ.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Channel open.
Job finished.
Acknowledged HQ. TACOM locked. Go ahead, TACOM.
SCV good to go, sir.
Systems functional.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, Cap. Can't build there.
Channel open. Acknowledged HQ.
SCV good to go, sir.
Comlink online. TACOM locked.
What was he gonna try again?
Target designated.
Your forces are under attack.
It's like a quarter of my army. God, this guy was a loser, man. People that play like this. He wanted to proxy DT me, but we found the probe right away. So he decided to go DT drop instead. Which I already built the academy. I thought about it and then I kind of forgot about it. It came so late because it wasn't what he was planning on doing originally. So he went straight for this, right? So he ended up taking this like Omega late Nexus because he wanted to proxy DT. I don't know. People like this, man. And I kind of realized when I got to his base here, his goon count, when I saw just one goon sitting here, I was like, man, this might just be DT. But I went and started the eBay because it did cross my mind as a possibility. And then I start the academy after. I couldn't get it to set off a second mine without hitting my army, which was kind of annoying. It was like a pixel off later on, like on this mine here. When do I start my army? I'm just kind of slow. Sure, it's... Yeah, okay, there's my armory. Or academy, I mean academy, not armory. I lose a lot more SCVs than I should. I kind of just left a bunch fine. I transferred 12 and then just like left it. A bunch of them to die. So it's like really unnecessary. I don't have to lose like hardly any here, just a couple. But we get all three with one scan because the dude sucks. And then he still has this really late third. Like we're super far ahead still. We're up 5 workers, which is fine. Or good, I mean. I did supply block after that, so I guess I lost a lot of my lead. But I saw they didn't have 6 and he took this base. I thought he would have taken 6, but I guess this makes more sense for him. Kinda. I don't know. I don't like this one as much for him. But typically when you get DT dropped, obviously everything's a little bit late and like weird timing because of the opening. But typically when you get DT dropped, you get your scanners and then you can just take an on-location third pretty quickly. So I do that, but he sneaks his DT around, which is kind of annoying. Then he goes Reaver, which was super weird. He did not get much value for those 2 Reavers, like very, very little. I guess he delayed my third a little bit longer. There I'm scanning around because I was expecting Arbiter tech, and I saw no Arbiter. Well, I was expecting Arbiter and then the Reaver showed up. So then I scanned and I'm like, what are we doing behind the Reavers? And he just kind of didn't have anything. Like I scanned and he had such a low gateway count. I honestly could have just pushed and killed him, I think. Well, I don't know, actually. He's got 3 more here, so it's misleading. Dude made 1,000,000 Templar. He has, like, no, like, ground army, though. He just, like, dies if I make a bunch of vultures. But it was really hard to snipe the Templar because it was laggy and he turned it up to extra high. Kind of annoying. I respect that. When he storm dropped me there, it was annoying, but fine. Still ahead in workers, which is crazy. But I was thinking he wouldn't have very many Templar, but it was actually the opposite. He had a ton of Templar and no army. Like, he has such a small army here. And then, because the army is so small, I end up scanning for the carriers, and I scan the carriers before they come out. Because, like, it's the way he was moving his army and how little he had made it feel like it has to be carrier. Like, his expanding was really slow and his army was small, but honestly, like, his eco's just trashed it, like, for no reason. He's at 46 probes. I haven't even killed any probes, he just didn't make any. Like, it's just not good. I mean, this is your typical, like, B-rank Protoss that's relying on cheese, right? He wanted to proxy DT, and then that fell apart, and he just couldn't play the game after that already. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy's, like, no idea how to play StarCraft beyond proxy DT, I guess. Because I haven't, like I said, I haven't killed any. You have more Zerg? Yeah, this guy has... He's always got the Zerg eco, the 1 probe per patch going on. So there I scan the carriers, and I just go straight up the ramp because I need him to fight me so I can trade units off to make some Goliath. And man, he still took a long time. Like, after the base was dead. Well, yeah. I mean, he just has no eco this whole game. He, like, starves himself. I didn't even do it to him. Self-inflicted, man. Yeah, so... I mean, the game's been over for a long time at this point. It's just a matter of him accepting it now. His carrier's +1 attack only when I'm on 3-1? Oh, 3-2 even, yeah. Or 3-3. Actually, I thought it was 3-1. So, I mean, his carriers can't even fight my Goliath with these upgrades. Yep. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Oh, whatever. These were relaxing games on this account. Just in time. Alright, so BB is going to play against Marsox for the 1v1 tournament. This time Marsox is my teammate, not BB. So what do we do? Who do we root for, guys? Do we root for my teammates, or... You know, BB. She's always on the streams. BB is the underdog, too. I do kind of tend to want to root for the underdog, but by default anyway. Hello, 3-headed corpse dragon from Persian mythology. What's up, Exit? Yeah, I'm always rooting for the underdog. That's kind of my go-to. Let's get a scoreboard going. So why not? Yeah, so this level is... Marsox is very low B, like 1750-ish, I think. Maybe lower right now, actually. Hang on, they want my YouTube link. Or Twitch link. Both, I guess. Give them both. One moment. Marsox is the favorite here for sure. Give them both. But extra my voice. Alright, so yeah, BB is probably like 1500-ish. Let me check where she's at right now. She did a little bit of rank the other day because she's 1550. She got to 1550 after 8 games. Not bad. And actually Marsox is down a bit too. Okay, he's at 1450 right now, but he hasn't been playing much recently. The sort of rating, so they're both D rank. These are D rank players. So the way this tournament is set up is we're separated into 4 groups. We got A, B, C, D rank. Bebe and Marsox are C rank in the tournament. We have 1 player in A, 1 player in B, 2 players in C, and 1 player in D, is like how the teams are split up, and it's across 4 teams. Whenever a teammate wins, you like win a point for your team, and then at the end, whichever team has the most points wins. So yeah, this is going to be the C rank. There is actually a level below this. Yeah, I'm in A rank, but the 3 guys that I'm against are all better than me, so it's unlikely that I'll win a game, like win a series, but we are going to try our best. One of them's like an S rank Protoss. There's a like 2200 Terran and an A rank Protoss that has a style that is very hard for me. It's very cheesy. So my games will be very hard. But not impossible. If I play really well, like I've taken games off of S rank players before. I've beat a fair amount of decent A rank players, so if I'm like focused and like really on point, I can definitely... I have a chance, right? It's unlikely, but I have a chance. Didn't play for ages, but played some games last season after 3-year hiatus. I'm still barely made A rank. Yeah. It's good. Alright, so BB did open Zealot. Marsox actually has really good early game. I think his mid game is where he struggles the most, like mid and late game, but his early game is definitely much stronger than the rest of his game, so I would advise BB not to be opening Zealot against him personally, but this is probably just comfortable for. But yeah, he actually has like pretty good micro, and he typically hits like a good factory timing. But he is going to go up to 26 supply, no depot, so he's going to be supply blocked for a long time here. So we won't be able to make any more SCVs for a long time. BB is going to get her Nexus down at a pretty decent time compared to Marsox. So the beginning, it's not terrible for BB. She has a really hard time with Vultures though, so we'll see how she fares against the Vulture harass. This is like definitely where she starts to fall apart. She actually could just like literally right-click up this ramp and win the game. But there's no way she would do something like that. She should know not to send her Dragoons out like this, but she's a bit out of practice as well. She's kind of forgot some of the basics. So unfortunately, this Vulture is going to slip in and going to start killing a bunch of her probes. She's going to try and bring her units back. Looks like we also double made pylons with our Nexus building as well. And yeah, the Vulture's even going to slip through, kill a bunch of probes. This is kind of already over, unfortunately. And yeah, this is where she struggles. She has a hard time with Vulture stuff, and she hasn't been practicing. She definitely forgot to leave a Dragoon behind to plug her ramp for this reason. So, unfortunately, loses a lot of probes. Going to be down a ton of supply compared to her cap. She's going to be 23 out of 50, so at least she won't have to make a pylon for very long. Poor BB. So even though Marsox kind of messed up his opening a little bit, BB made a mistake. Marsox took advantage of it, got a lot of probe damage. Now she's very, very far behind. And he may just end up doing a push off of this because that's so much damage, it's going to be very hard for her to get enough units to hold any kind of early game push. So Ego, are you active right now? Do you plan on being active again? Sounds like you're a pretty strong player. Gotcha. I mean, if A rank is that easy for you and you haven't been playing, you could easily get to SMP. Like, honestly, it sounds like you could be a top foreigner, just from what I'm hearing. So, if you do play that much, it'd be great to have such an amazing player rejoin our community. Yeah, BB, trying to push up here, gonna take a lot of shots, lose a few units. Ego. Well, at least you named yourself Ego. I guess you know, huh? At least you're self-aware. I will say this, okay? I'm not gonna say you're not as good as you say you are, but usually when people feel the need to talk about how good they are this much, nobody's going to believe them. You know what I mean? Most good players don't feel the need to talk about how good they are all the time. Yeah, I know what they are. Yeah, I'm just saying. Top-rank foreigners don't talk like that. Yeah, we've all played since the beginning. Like, pretty much all of us, man. My point is, people that are significantly better than you don't talk about how good they are. Even if you're as good as you say you are, the best of the best don't feel the need to talk that way, because it just doesn't... It's not a good look when people feel the need to, like, talk and talk and talk about how amazing they are and that kind of thing. It's... My experience has been the people that talk that way are not as good as they think they are. Yeah, that's my point. You're talking... Come on, you don't understand. Well, if you lose to Jiraiya, then you're not A rank. Jiraiya's not even a 1v1 player. Alright, Marsock's pushing in here. BB very low on supply, unfortunately, and when Terran has more supply than the Protoss, it's very hard for them to hold it off. She's going to GG. Unfortunately, the early game did not go well for her, and Marsock's going to take this first game and take the 1-0 lead. Conquer the Squirrel. Thanks for the follow, man. The red squirrel. Is that true, Ice? Yo, Falcon, thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate it. How is your stream today? Good luck. Have fun. Nuke. Oh, nice. What, which boss did you fight? I plan on playing more of this tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's a fun fight, actually. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. What do you think of, well, maybe we shouldn't talk about it too much, actually, just in case, to avoid spoilers. Found a guide on IG and that implies that fight has 2 stages and a rage mechanic. Does it? I beat that one my first try. I don't know how it went for you, but I first attempted that one. I'll be honest with you, I didn't notice the mechanics. Yeah, I didn't see any of that. That sounds cool. Yeah, what's up, Ultra? Maybe they patched it? Yeah, it could be. Maybe it was too hard. Took you about 9 tries. I was just locked in, dude. I'll be honest with you. When I did that fight, it was like one of those nights where I was just really locked in. We were parrying everything. First attempt parrying, it was just something about that fight clicked with me. It was fun. BB gonna go for center gate, but she didn't do 9-9. This is more like a 10-10. I don't know how long it's been since she tried a 2 gate, but here we go. Dude, it feels good when you're locked in. Like when you're like first, like whenever you're hitting those parries and it's like those like 10-12 hit combos and you're just like, it's so satisfying. And the game was so satisfying to play. Alright, unfortunately, she's also going to get first scouted, which is really unfortunate for her because Marsox is going to be able to drop a bunker very, very quickly once he gets the scout off. And like I said, this isn't even a 9-9, it's like a 10-10, so it's going to be a little bit later than it already would have been. Yeah, I know. There's some nights where it's like I'm playing, and I know I'm like too tired to be playing. And like my eyes are like blurry, and I'm like trying to parry, and it's a nightmare. You start feeling like really dumb sometimes when you're like on stream, especially when you're just like insta-dying over and over again. It's like, man, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like an idiot. Alright, so bunker gonna come down from Marsox. She's gonna get on top of this SCV pretty early. It's gonna bounce a little bit, and she isn't gonna get the kill, but she's gonna go after this Marine and get a shot. But when this bunker gets up, the attack's kind of already over. She does kill one Marine there, but she's gonna go after the SCV, unfortunately, instead of the Marine. Bunker's gonna finish. She can play to deny this factory. It's actually in a pretty bad spot. So she can kill this SCV and actually threaten to kill the factory from above. She probably doesn't realize this, but she can 100% be threatening to kill this factory. Just kill the SCVs that jump on top of it. And she is getting a decent number of kills, at least, on these SCVs. There's only, I think, 2 Marines in the bunker right now. More Zealots coming in. She can target this. I really wish she understood she can target this. Maybe now she's going to realize it because the Zealots are kind of doing it for her, but I think she wasn't even looking. SCV, unfortunately, goes to the perfect spot to not get targeted. She's got a lot of Zealots in here now. Okay, now she realizes she can kind of go after this factory, but it's unfortunately going to finish. And instant lift from Marsox back at home. We are making goons, actually. This is going pretty well for BB, all things considered. If she has goons on the way right now, I don't think she's started them yet because her gas hasn't moved much. Okay, she's going into range now. I really hope she queued goons before range. But knowing her, she might not have. Marine count is pretty high. She can kind of hold here. The reason you need the goons first too is because this vulture is going to come out and it's going to put a timer on these zealots. And the goons would actually stop that from happening, so... Yeah. Okay, we do have one goon on the way now. Vulture's going to pop out. She needs to make sure this vulture does not get to her base. She does actually block the ramp here, which is... I'm kind of proud of her for that, I'm going to be honest with you. And the distraction with her running on these zealots, she gets a lot of damage on top of these... On top of this vulture. Vulture's going to turn back around. Goon's going to show up and maybe kill this vulture. Because a lot of the Marines, Vulture has 1 HP. I mean, she's kind of doing it, right? There's no add-on. Micro's not her strongest suit, that's okay. We're literally not attacking, okay. Well... She might actually be deflected now. I'm not sure if she can get up this ramp very easily anymore. I mean, there's no tank yet, though, actually. There's 3 goons out now. She's fighting up the ramp. Range gonna finish pretty soon. She can actually move up this ramp. But she doesn't understand that. Range is done now. She's got 2 goons very low. Micro in the back pretty decently. A little bit of a miss micro there, unfortunately. She's getting every single vulture to 1 HP. And then swapping targets. Machine shop now on the way for Marsox. Man, there we go. We're like never targeting the weak vulture. Okay, she cleans up all the vultures, she cleaned up all the marines, but we have tanks on the way now. I'd love to have seen like a citadel or something even behind this, but it's probably too much for her trying to micro everything to be able to also be working towards DT. She's had the money to be going for it, but I know she's like very focused on the micro, but she's getting pretty good kills now. I mean, she killed a lot of the army. I think there's no Marines left even. Now we're killing some SCVs. Got to be a little bit careful so we don't get surrounded because the goons do very poorly against the SCVs. But with 3 goons here, if she microed well, she could get this tank, but she's going to keep shuffling backwards and going for the SCV. She is going to shuffle forward now and get a good volley on those tanks. 4th goon is going to show up. This tank going to kill off this goon. Pretty good pullback, but now there's 2 tanks out. The SCV count from Marsox, though, getting extremely low. BB, she is making probes, so it's actually pretty good for her. This is going to be Siege Run on the way. He actually went mines first, I think. And going to try and jump forward on top of this tank. It is in the middle line, so she is going to kill this tank. Almost. She actually pulled back 1 shot too early. Again, gonna jump on top of this tank and just not finish it. She could be diving on these tanks, and she's letting them get away, unfortunately. So now he's got siege mode done. Gotta be careful not to take too many siege shots. These goons are getting pretty low. Yeah, she could have killed both of these tanks, but was very scared of this empty bunker, it seemed like. Gonna get this depot. It's a nice little find here. She's expanding behind this. There's the citadel coming down now for BB. And she can just fall back, honestly, and try to defend from here. I'm a little bit worried about her staying and taking too much damage. Marsox's economy very low, but actually threatening this factory is going to go pretty well. She might be able to focus this down if she right-clicks on it, but she is going to look away, take a few extra shots, trying to micro back, but she's just bleeding off a goon, and now she's going to leave, so... Going to take these exit shots and bleed off a couple more units. Actually, she's going to head back in now. I don't like this play from her anymore. She's bleeding off way too many units for free. And again, could have killed a tank and turned around. She's just kind of letting all these tanks get away. They're 1 or 2 shots away, and then she gets a little too passive. I'd like to see her go all the way back to the bridge at this point. Because you can just set the tank here and kill these. And that's exactly what he's going to do. So she's going to lose even more units for free. There goes the Zealot. Going to lose a goon. As soon as he gets vision. No reaction from BB either when that Zealot died. And she might die to this push, guys. I don't know if the DTs are going to be out in time. He's not looking at our units. Gonna lose 2 more goons. Maybe even lose this goon. Okay, she at least kills the vulture, gets away with 1 goon. Hate to see it, BB. She's like in such a good spot, but a lot of indecision on her unit control. Obviously, I'm very biased, I know. Can't help it. We're rooting for BB. Now, she does have a massive eco lead, so as long as she doesn't die, she is going to be very far ahead. And like I said, she does tend to have a pretty hard time with Vulture Harass, so hopefully she can defend relatively well. She's going to have DT out for defense. She could honestly like run a Zealot in to set these mines off and then go in with DT. We'll see if she thinks of something like this. I don't usually see her make plays like that, but maybe she'll feel a little bit creative today. Yeah, got a DT out. She's probably just going to use it defensively, I guess. She is actually walking... Okay, she is sending a Zealot forward with the DT, so I like to see that from her. Vulture going to get into the main. It does have no mines left, though. Unfortunately, the DT is going first. The Zealot was low HP anyway, so... Is going to get cleaned up, but she's got another DT coming with another Zealot, but we're going to get more mines laid down. But she's in a great spot right now. 3rd base is done. Supply is actually surprisingly even. Despite a large worker count lead. And DT just barely going to go down to that mine. And unfortunately, no more DTs on the way. But she does delay the CC, so that's really nice for BB. 3rd base up and running and mining. I mean, her probe count's not that bad. I really don't know why her supply looks so low. I mean, I guess we just don't have many units right now. She's kind of been sitting in and fighting it non-stop. I guess this is all it is. A little bit worried about this being open. She might notice that too. Nope. She's going to let them come in and kill a bunch of probes. No cancel on the cannon either. Is it just going to clean these vultures up? Maybe. There we go. So going to clean these vultures up. Supply still okay for BB. Like I said, our worker count's a lot higher, but our unit count's very low. And we did just lose a lot of probes. Definitely need to be making more and more probes. Okay, Templar her out. Pretty good. So can she muster up enough of an army to deflect a push from Marsox? Her gateway count's going to be pretty darn good compared to the factory count. Okay, DT at least blocks the vultures from coming in this way. Even kills one, which is nice, because I was worried about Templar getting picked off. With only 1 goon there. Alright, 1 vulture for 1 probe, that's good for BB. Viola, what is this? 3, 6, 8 gate before Robo. I like it. I like it. Alright, Marsox getting up to his 5 factory count here. Worried about these high Templar getting picked off. There goes one. We're definitely extremely light on Dragoons. A little too light on Dragoons. And we're still not blocking the ramp, so these vultures are going to get inside. But actually going to take no damage here. Maybe just a couple probes. It's not too bad. Okay, a few probes. And going to be going towards Arbiters. I wish you would just block this ramp. But Cannon at least finishes up, so that'll be nice for her. It is going to be out of range of these vultures for the most part. Going to run in here and kill a few more probes, so BB continuing to bleed off probes, but on the other side of it, Marsox is at least losing vultures constantly, so he doesn't really have any vultures. Got a nice little goon block here to make it annoying for Marsox to take his third if he wanted to do that. Okay, there's a nice little step forward there from BB. I'm sure it was 100% intentional. Supply looking better and better for BB. She's just got, even though she's losing a lot of probes, it's all she's losing is probes, right? Her probe count is still like okay. Got a bit of a transfer here to the space, which is nice. She definitely needs that. And we do have a 6-fact so far for Marsox. It looks like he is going to try and transition it into a third. BB going to move down here to maybe try and deny it. And if she gets up there quickly, she can definitely make this extremely difficult for Marsox to take this space. We see a scan down at the 3 o'clock, it looks like. Oh yeah, for the DT. And BB gonna get up here, kind of dislodge the spot, and delay the third from Marsox even longer. She does have that +1 attack. Arbiter Tribunal on the way. Okay, we finally moved our goon to block the ramp. I like it. Another Templar gets picked off. We're clearing mines with our goons' bodies. And more vultures bleeding off for Marsox. He is floating about 2,000 minerals while trying to do this harass as well. And we kind of see when we look down here, there's just a handful of tanks with only a couple of vultures, because he's sending every single vulture out on the map, which starts getting a little bit dangerous, because when you're bleeding off too many units, like, harass is obviously good, map control is good, but you gotta be careful not to be bleeding off a bunch of vultures while you're doing it, because then you're just not gonna have enough army to push with. See if BB responds in time to storm. Alright. Here's a couple tanks there, and she's just going to stay up here and make it really hard for Marsox to get this base secured, which is a really good play from her. Would love to see her start a 4th base. She is moving towards that a little bit. And gonna keep fighting down here, down this ramp, pick off a few more tanks. Good storm at least 2 tanks. Gonna clean up one of them. And we have about 6 storms, 2, 4, 5. With a zealot here. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna see many more storms. She's not looking here. She's just sending her army. Starting her base over here. Couldn't care less. There we go. We look. We're gonna double storm. 2 tanks gonna go down. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. We see in the supply. BB's up 60 supply now. She has a pretty big army. She's sitting down here again to continue to make it miserable. Gonna try and float this CC over, but I think BB will be able to break this position again. And she's making a cannon here, but there's no mine here. But I like it. Gonna force her way up this ramp. Gonna use some massive mine hits, possibly. She's actually move out of the way a little bit. And she's gonna push this back again, which is really, really nice. Marsox definitely having a hard time macroing, floating 3k minerals right now. We see none of the factories are really blinking. It's got 1 factory blinking at the moment. And BB's macroing pretty well at this point. And I think he has no idea that Arbiters are out. She's probably going straight for recall. She loves to do recall. Not much of a stasis player. Hope you guys don't mind my extremely biased cast of this game. And even just sitting here and denying this is really nice. Marsoc scans top left and here, so he sees this base coming down now, knows that BB is just taking her forth. I mean, he doesn't know about these bases, but she doesn't really do abnormal bases. She tends to play relatively standard. This one tank with 4 HP has been shooting for like 15 shots. She finally moves forward and kills it. And a bunch of vultures are going to get out here and finally kill off these 2 gateways. And maybe gonna look for some more harass. Mention in the space here, but there's currently no probes there. We are getting a transfer now, and BB actually notices and turns her probes around, so goodbye BB to realize that she had done that transfer. And Marsox might see this. We're gonna watch his vision. Looks like he did not see the transfer. So I'm not gonna be able to catch any of these probes on the outside. And BB still up here denying the space, and right now we're mined out on our main, natural getting it relatively low, a little bit less than halfway there. And we have recall energy. We have not made a second arbiter, I don't believe. And yeah, this is part of what's annoying about this map for Terran against Protoss. Is Protoss can just sit their army up here, and it's so frustrating and difficult to get up this ramp to take your third base. Especially if they're doing it with Reavers, right? BB taking the top left base, and we just see it. She's really far ahead now. She's 100 supply up. She could actually just A-move across the map, probably, and win the game at this point, but we're just going to make this one Arbiter until it's full energy. She finally noticed. I think she forgot she made an Arbiter. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And she might not have recall, actually. She may not have got any of the spells for the Arbiter. But it can still cloak units. That's good enough. Just get 3 kills with that shot. And there is a bit of an A move, but it's with about half of her army or less even. I don't know if this is some mini game that she's playing. But I like it. Gonna storm the SCVs, kill a bunch of the SCVs, kill some of these tanks down here. Eventually we might send our entire army even. This is like what I do when I'm playing against someone that's like really low rank. I like to do like these little like mini waves for fun. I feel like that's what BB is doing with Marsox right now. Playing with her food. Alright, here we go. Gonna send the rest of our army now for this push. Did we make... Okay, we made 3 observers this game. Alright. Nothing with our army, but that's okay. And I don't think Marsox is going to be able to hold this push off. Even if he does, it doesn't really matter. I don't feel BB has about half the map at this moment. I guess we just made the Arbiter for fun. And GG, BB gonna tie this series up 1-1. We are going to game point. Now, will Marsox pick a map that he knows that BB probably doesn't know? Or will he be honorable and keep it to Fighting Spirit? It's like we are getting a third game of Fighting Spirit. Yeah, I agree. Do not like this map. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, we got a crawl spawn game. Not another, it's the first one. We got Marsoc spawning here in the top right as our blue Terran. Bottom left, we have our red Photos Bebe Q. He isn't capable of multitasking enough. He has enormous upper hand. Yeah, I mean, that applies in a lot of cases, I guess. I expect we're going to see more of the same BB. Well, I say more of the same. I don't think we're going to see a center 9 or a 2-gate at this time, but probably see BB play a little more standard. Maybe go for that 23 Nexus. We'll see if she wants to make that Zealot again or not. Didn't really go super well for her in that first game. Marsoc, I expect, will continue to play completely normal and standard. I've never seen him ever do anything outside of that. Gonna get that 12 gas, about 139, 138, so decent timing on the gas. And yeah, we'll just keep it on whether or not BB wants to go for a Zealot. That's kind of going to be the first potential deviation here. Alright. Queuing up probes. We made that extra pylon maybe a little bit early, but that's okay. So it looks like we are almost definitely going to skip the Zealot. We should not make it at this point. So hopefully she doesn't. It looks like she is not, so I'm glad to see that. Gonna get the scout off here. Nothing fancy coming from Marsoc. He's pulled off gas, so there's not going to be any early aggression. No FD or anything. I know sometimes he likes to do these kind of FD pushes. But it looks like it's going to be your normal fact expand here. And like I said, I expect to see a 23 Nexus from BB. And Marsoc's actually going to go for an end scout and last scout crawl spawn, so it's going to be about the latest scout I could possibly go for. Luckily, he does kind of know that BB doesn't really deviate from just normal builds for the most part. I say that, she did just 2-gate him actually, so maybe he is a little bit nervous that she's willing to whip out some weird stuff, but gonna get that CC coming down. Should see depot next, and then back on gas is good with the add-on. Skipping the bunker is a little bit dangerous. We'll see how fast we get a reaction here. This damage on the Vulture, very good. Don't fight the Marines though, good job. Gonna send that second. Oh, she's going for 3-gate. Right. Well, she's gonna try to just kill him outright. So the play here from Marsoc is to go straight to siege mode. He might get this Vulture caught, actually. Oh no, she's not A-moving. BB. But she did have the extra goon come out at least. So that's good for her. Gonna need to see the extra depot, but yeah, unfortunately because of that, she's not gonna be able to punish. We need to make sure we don't lose this goon. And yeah, now there's a vulture out on the map, which will make us a bit uncomfortable, right? This should be a siege tank and siege mode, although he might have gone mines, because he actually has too much gas, I think, for this to be siege tank and siege mode. And yeah, because of this vulture getting out, you can see BB's very nervous. We also have one of our goons not shooting this entire time. And yeah, this actually just might be siege mode, so... There we go. And now BB is just very, very far behind. Vulture gonna try and sneak in here. Gonna try and take advantage of BB maybe forgetting about that vulture. She does have a goon back here. Gonna lose this probe though, which is really annoying for her. But at least gonna catch the vulture, which is nice. But I mean, her economy is super far behind. This crawl spawn 3-gate on fighting spirit. It's tough. It's almost never gonna work, but she felt like she needed to go for something here. At this point, I would like to see her cut Dragoons and go for a double expand. Looks like Marsok's worried about potential DTs even. Which... she might be going DT. Why not Robo or Speedlots? Because these people are very low MMR. They're D rank. They're D rank and BB is not a 1v1 player to begin with. For that tank shot, we should just back up. And she may go expansion. I mean, with the DT, she saw the turret there, so she might do something just like defensive DT and maybe not try to break them. Yeah, there's the second expansion. I like this, honestly. Like, it looks like she did actually cut Dragoons and go straight to a third Nexus, so I think this is good for her. I mean, you can tell she has, like, some basic understanding of StarCraft, at least, right? She just doesn't know 1v1 very well. So Templar Archive's going to be on the way. Academy for Marsok's Armory. A little over halfway done. I mean, his economy is really far ahead. We're going to see it reflected in the supply, right? And BB needs to really be prioritizing probes right now. I honestly don't think she should even be making goons because we got that DT attack on the way. It just needs to be probes, probes, probes. We need lots of probes. Look at some zealots. Once again, we see no probes being made. And this is kind of the main thing. She's already really far behind in eco from this opening, and then she's just not making probes, right? So, a little bit sad to see. Maybe she can still get a good fight down the road. I mean, she's going to have at least a decent gateway count and decent tech, so maybe she can catch them off guard with DTs or maybe even quick storms. Gonna get that forge coming from BB. But 5-pack on the way now for Marsok, so he's going to get a pretty decent 5-pack timing. This is a little bit before 9 minutes. We are only at 4 tanks, but I think that's fine. Going to see that scan come down. He's going to see the archives, going to see the forge, going to see the 5 gateways. I don't know. Did he actually see the... Yeah, I did. He saw the 3-gate in the beginning. So a couple DTs out on the field now. The typical panic DTs from the chickens that you will see. We have 2 probes on gas, and that's it while going Templar tech. Not mining our natural gas. Don't have 300 main gas. So she's just not going to have the resources she needs if she wants to go into Storm. Making a lot of DTs, hoping to kind of get lucky with DT. And again, I'm gonna keep harping on this. We're just not making probes, right? Like, her economy is just not very good. That's why she's struggling to be ahead in supply despite the early 3 bases. And, you know, we're just not mining gas. We're taking a third gas instead of mining our gases. Looks like she misclicked again trying to get on her gas, so... We're gonna have 3 assimilators and 2 probes mining gas. Okay, at least she fixed this one. She's doing her best, okay? Yeah, we see that 6 fact from Marsox. I think this is going to be very hard for BB to hold. The only thing kind of going for is he did actually use a few of his scans already, but he got these vultures out on the map. DT's going to get in here and kill 1 tank potentially, so that's something for her. And she made a lot of DT. This... Yeah, we'll see. We still don't have an observatory or anything, so she has no way of going against these mines. Just going to walk through the minefield and bleed off a bunch of units. Well, that mine drag did a ton of damage to the tanks, but... I don't know, actually. If she sends these units in now, they're really soft. She can actually finish this up. I mean, she's only attacking with a few of her army at a time. And yeah, we're going to send these DTs in with these zealots, going to get on top of these tanks. Scan's going to come down, but there's not enough tanks here to clean this up yet. Vulture's going to come in and reinforce. Mine going to hit these tanks here. And we're going to kind of push this back. There's only vultures left, but we're also only making zealots. Is she going to be able to stop this in time? She is. That's kind of nice. Vulture's going to try and run forward here. Maybe going to the 3rd base. I mean, she's holding on. Vulture has 4 HP. She could just attack it and kill it, but she doesn't know. I would really like to see a robo. Looks like the Vulture actually managed to kill that cannon as well. And she did actually make some goons, which is nice. Alright. Looks like our probe count's like pretty decent as well. We do have a 3rd base coming down for Terran now. We have to make a robo. We can't play without observers. I mean, maybe she can. Maybe she knows something, I don't know. More cannons against the Terran push is not the answer. And Marsock's going to keep rallying across. His 3rd CC about to be done here. And BB unfortunately can't push. Even though there's only a single tank here, she can't push out with her goons. If she just had some... If she had 1 observer, she could just push out and break this very easily. And gonna abandon this base, even though it's just 2 tanks here. Definitely doesn't have to do that either. She could just come up to this ramp and defend it. It seems like BB is panicking a little bit, just not really comfortable with what she should be doing. Gonna try and come across this bridge, and miraculously eat basically no mineheads. See if we can get some storms off on these vultures. Nice storm, actually, gonna clean up a lot of these vultures up. And gonna be able to save this base, so that's good to see. Maybe get one more nice storm here on these tanks. Okay, just gonna hit the 1 tank, but we're gonna clean this push up at least. She is getting a little bit of a supply lead at this point. Still no robo. We are planning on winning a PvT without making a single observer. And I respect that. And Marsock's actually going to bleed off a lot of vultures here. 3rd CC, slowly dying to this 1 Dragoon. Can this Dragoon be the hero that BB needs? Tank gonna come and try to save the day here, even a siege against this. And yeah, this goon is gonna get cleaned up, but it made Marsoc sweat for sure. And she's gonna run up here and try to threaten this, so there's not a whole lot of Marsocs. Is she just going to be able to win this game without observers? That Zealot taking care of every mine that's ever been created by Terran. And gonna try and make her way up this ramp. I mean, she has a lot of units back at home, too. If she were sending everything across the map right now, I would be confident she'd be breaking this position, but a little bit slow to reinforce her attack. So Marsoc's gonna get up here with a couple of his tanks and a bunch of his vultures and be able to push this back. Do we send the reinforcements? There they go now. But is it too late? Will it get there in time? Gonna try and shimmy back this way, but tank range. Too good. Terran OP. I would love to see a probe even going down here to take a fourth while she's pressuring this base. I think this is really nice pressure. But I think Marsox is getting too many units here, so we're just going to be kind of feeding these zealots into this now. It's a little bit slow sending this army. Templar is going to show up after all the units have died, kind of for free. I think she's getting a little bit desperate because she is going to notice the Templar and turn it back around. She is actually moving out of the probe to take a fourth, so that's good. And yeah, we're going to Stargate. She seems to have either forgotten that observers exist or just stopped caring that observers exist. We got 2-1 on the way for Marsox. We got +2 attack already done for BB, so this could be +3 attack. And we are getting the 16-minute robo. I think we just lost a Templar to some vultures. I think we have a bad rally. We've been kind of bleeding off a unit for free every now and then. I think that's what's been happening. Did actually get some goons up here to protect this base. That's good. Good play from BB. Meanwhile, Marsoc's back at home. They're still pumping up this 6-pack. Third base up and running. Very secured now with this almost full wall. Command Center is actually misplaced, though, with the add-ons, so we're not mining super well from this base. And we may have picked off a couple Templar. A little bit worried about these running off into the darkness on their own. Gonna minesweep their bodies, I guess. Gonna lose a Templar there. And this army from Marsox is getting a little bit scary. Supplied pretty close, which is really good for Terran typically. We do have some storms saved up. And we're just eating a lot of mine hits, so a lot of our army is going to be very softened up by the time a fight happens. And BB gonna need a 5th base as well to fight against the 3-base Terran, 4-base. I mean, you can fight on 4-base, but it starts getting pretty hard. More Templar are gonna go down to mines, another one gonna go down to mines. I mean, we're just bleeding off units. We've lost, what, 5 Templar now to mines because we didn't want to make an observatory? Now he's gonna run in here and relay these mines because it's like, hey, you're just losing units to mines, so I'm going to keep putting them down over and over again, and sure enough, here comes BB to run into the mines again. See if we at least get a storm off. Nice storm, going to soften up a lot of these vultures, actually. This is a good moment for BB here. 2-1 is done for Marsox, pushing out with these tanks, but he's leaving a lot of his army behind. And if BB notices this and pounces on it, this is a free donation. Yeah, I think this might have been a bit of a mistake from Marsox. He's going to realize that. Luckily for him, we still have 0 observers, so she did not know that he's walking across with this tiny little army. Marsox going to set up here in the middle with these units, see how quick BB gets her army together. Going to take a few free shots and lose some units, but she has a decent supply right now, so if she gets a good angle to take this fight, she can potentially crush this army with some good storms. But we're leaving a lot of units behind again. We're going into this fight kind of clumped up with about half of our army. Yeah, this is a very bad angle for BB. Gonna storm mostly her own zealots. And then the one tank that has the D matrix. And we gotta get all of our units together to push. I mean, we have a few units here. We've got a ton of units here at our base. We just fought with this little bitty piece of our army. Okay, here come the rest of the units. He's going to catch his army out in the open a little bit. Maybe now we can get some decent storms. The cannon even getting a little bit of damage in. And a lot of these tanks getting caught unsieged out in the open. Can we push this back and pick off a bunch of these tanks? That would be pretty huge to reset the tank count right now. Looks like she's not looking though, unfortunately, so the tanks are going to be able to get some distance. She's adding some extra gateways here, and now she's going to go back in after they've re-sieged, but I still think she's got enough to beat this, especially... Okay, we don't have any storms yet, though. She did finish her +3 attack. Looks like we started to armor her. Arbiter is done. We'll see if she actually uses the Arbiter today, or this game. That could be huge. Marsox mined out on 2 bases, currently only mining on 1 base, and again, very inefficiently because it's misplaced, but does have this 4th base online and getting a transfer up there. This could definitely be a big moment for BB if she spots that and can get up there. Maybe from around her. Maybe even get a recall onto that base at some point, because if she just kills 1 base, especially 12, then Marsox is at risk of just dying from the economy difference. Does have +3 finish, though, on his units. And I would like to point out we're at 21 minutes, and our first observer has finally entered the field. Decent storm on these tanks here. Gonna clean up one of them and soften up another one. The reinforcements coming in from BB, pushing Marsox back. You know, she's a macro player. Can't lose if she's not making mistakes. I mean, that's true. If she knew about 12, I mean, she could send these units up here. It could be very annoying, at least for Marsox, you know, disrupt the mining a little bit. If he gets to mine this for free, though, then he's going to start getting a little bit too much mining. We do have our Arbiter almost at enough energy for a recall, and she does like to play recalls, like I said before. A recall at 12 o'clock, or potentially even 3 o'clock, could be huge, knocking him back down to 1 base economy. And she's going to fly around the bottom. We'll see if Marsox sees us, because it's going to fly over the mines here. So she's going to go for that 3 o'clock recall. I think this observer is on its way to scout 12 o'clock. But there is the fear of this base being broken. She's going to have to go through these mines to get here. And we do have a few extra gateways up here, at least. We'll see how BB handles the situation. She wants to set up a recall. She's looking at Arbiter, so she's sending it in now. We'll see if she forgets about it. She is sending a bunch of her army in now, so that she's not going to have anything grouped for the recall when it gets there. Hopefully it doesn't die to a turret. Okay, she just sent it there. I think that's good, not to send it all the way in. And she's going to try and break this position. Can we get a storm here? Maybe not even needed. Alright, gonna clean up all the tanks at least. See if we can group these units together potentially for a recall. Or she might just continue to defend this position here. There is only 1 tank left at the moment. Yeah. I don't know why we're sending this in. She has the Arbiter here, yeah. So she just walked them in and take a couple mine hits, so they're going to be a little bit soft, but it shouldn't really matter. She may end up losing this base in the meantime, but she's going to deny this one. And this is really nice for her. She also sees this base with these observers. And I think this is looking really good for BB. I mean, she's going to kill this base here. She's got an Arbiter here. She actually did a stasis on one of the tanks there, so pretty much no tanks here, but there's only 1 Dragoon, and it's not going to be a part of the fight. Couple tanks coming in for Marsox, but we see in the supply, I mean, Marsox's supply dipping very, very low. He might be able to kill this base, but he honestly needs to do more than that. And BB Would like to see her send maybe another probe out on the map as well, but with this Arbiter here and the chaos going on, it's very hard for Marsox to keep up with at the moment. Gonna kill a lot of these probes, but BB doubling the supply of Marsox now. And looks like this army's gonna try to shift to the 12 o'clock base. Even catching the middle base with this small force. We even got plasma shields. I like it. And even though Marsox is my teammate, I'm always rooting for the underdog, you know? Yeah, we got plasma shields, man. These are just good games. I think BB played relatively well. It's nice to see her do a center 2-gate. But Marsox, unfortunately for him, gonna be running out of economy now. He at least tried for a decent push here. Kind of broke the position, but the recall caught him off guard, and it kind of felt like he was pushing a little too much too fast. He wasn't getting the big army together that he needed to get. It was all fighting spirit, all three were. In the second game, she did a center 2-gate. Huge stasis on this one tank. Absolutely massive. Marsox trying to defend this base, kind of his last hope here to hang on in the game, but losing too many units. I mean, we're not even mining anymore. Yeah, she did 2-gate center. How does she have 200 APM? What do you mean? Alright, well Marsox does get this base back, but BB goes for a counterattack onto the main base. And there's very few units here to defend. And GG, BB actually going to take the upset and beat Marsox 2-1. Insane upset. Man, it's 10 o'clock. I feel so tired already. Very strange game. He was able to take over at least twice. It's not that strange. These guys are D rank. I think it all checks out. Pretty crazy. Crazy game. BP played pretty well. I definitely thought she was dead. Some of those earlier pushes, so... I think the push from Marsox was good initially. We're a little bit late getting our turrets out, and the DTs kept getting a lot of value, unfortunately, and he's kind of being wasteful with his vultures. I feel like that's a big part of what was holding him back. But BB did a great job macroing, sorry. And like Marsox was microing relatively well. Just like I said, a little bit too wasteful with the vultures. I think it's coming back to bite him too much. But GG's, well played by our C rankers. Unfortunately for Marsox, not going to get the win tonight. Does mean that my team doesn't have any wins yet, unfortunately. So our chances of winning are looking more and more grim. Who is watching? You asking what YouTube viewers are watching? Twitch followers. True. Yeah, I remember. I remember. We played a few times a while back. You've kind of been gone though, right? I haven't seen you much lately. I did? No, I didn't. Or if I did, it's because I didn't know who you were on the friends list, maybe? Oh no, you're still on my friends list. It's, yeah, Battle.net did. I was about to say. Yeah, I did the bug thing. We have to re-add each other. Kind of a pain. It does that to like 90% of my friends list. I've had to re-add because of that. Oops. All right. I am probably gonna go to bed. I did not get to sleep last night because of the cows. Yeah, the cows were like screaming all night last night. I barely slept. So I am super tired. Gonna try and do a bigger stream tomorrow though. It's informative. I'm glad you like it. I enjoy casting it. I try to change it depending on the level of players, but you know, my cast, like I said, it was a little bit biased tonight for sure. Pasture for all levels. Sometimes I can get a little bit, we'll say, harsh, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna get to bed. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm gonna try and do a big ladder day tomorrow. I'm gonna get to bed early tonight, get a lot of sleep, and yeah, I want to really aim for 2150. I gotta get a lot of practice in. I'm supposed to play last SC'er tomorrow. It's gonna be very hard for me. I mean, all three of my games and all three of my games are gonna be very hard. If I beat any of them, I'll be happy, so yeah, we'll do a lot of grounding, a lot of practice tomorrow. Get nice and warmed up for my match. I think it's gonna be at 10 p.m. my time, so 10 p.m. Central. Or no, I think it's 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I think it's 10 Eastern, so it'll be 9 p.m. my time. But alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good night. And I'll catch you guys later